Hi, I'm Mayor Frank County. Welcome to this edition of City Spotlight. For July, we're going to talk to Kim Logan of Metro Arts Alliance. Then we're going to talk to Preston Daniels, both of them about Jazz in July. And then we're going to talk to the band Salsa Vibe. And we're going to listen to a little bit of their performance, and they're going to be in the Jazz in July performance as well. Then we're going to talk to Kirk Robinson about all the efficiency programs that we have going on in and around the city of Des Moines. So stick with us. I think you'll like this edition of City Spotlight. Visit Des Moines, we have it all. My first guests today are Kim Logan, who's Executive Director of Metro Arts Alliance, and of course Preston Daniels, who's spokesman for Jazz in July. Welcome to City Spotlight, both of you. And Preston, this is sort of a welcome back.
Good to be back, and good to be here for a great cause.
That's right. Kim, let's talk about Metro Arts Alliance.
Well, we are a nonprofit organization. We've been in the community for 35 years now, and our mission is really to strengthen the community and celebrate creativity by engaging people in arts, opportunity, and education. And one of the ways that we do that is through key community events such as Jazz in July, Metro Arts.
Now you've got three of them, right,
yes,
that you do?
Yes.
Tell us about all three.
Okay, our most well-known one is obviously our Metro Arts Jazz in July, and then Metro Arts Expo is another event. And
when is that?
November 4th and 5th, Friday and Saturday at Capitol Square. So mark your calendar, people out there. And then very few people are aware that we do a phenomenal Metro Arts education program out in the schools and at various community and social organization all across the metro area, and every year our arts education program serves average about 20,000 participants annually, so that's year-round.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
Preston, you're the spokesperson for Jazz in July this year. Tell us how it's going, where it's going to be. It's sort of expanded. It's sort of a metro deal now, isn't it? Not just in the city of Des Moines.
Well, you know, and I think this is so great. I love music, I love jazz, and to see what Metro Arts has done with its Jazz in July Festival, to spread it across the entire metro area. And really, you will see some of the best, the greatest jazz musicians in the area, and not just in this area. Our jazz musicians really can compete with anyone, but they've chosen to be here in Des Moines, work out of this area, and to be part of this Metro Jazz in July Festival.
As people go around, what can they expect to see this year, and where are the venues going to be? I mean, give us an idea of the depth and the breadth of what they're going to be able to see.
Well, I'll tell you, in terms of the music, you're going to have everything from big bands to swing to combos to salsa to Latin jazz to the Java Jews. I mean, you will get it all in music. And it's going to be all around the metro area. Maybe Kim can fill you in those areas.
Absolutely. I mean, we start off, in Waukee, Urbandale, Clive, Johnston. So we basically, through Metro Arts Jazz in July, will take people on a tour across the metro, and we will hit cultural destinations such as Terrace Hill, the State Capitol grounds, Jordan Creek Town Center, 6th Avenue corridor, just, really interesting public places. We'll also be in a lot of the city parks, so Beaverdale Park, Lions Park in Urbandale, Union Park, so a number of parks that are also part of our series, Colby Park, and then the other part is we're going to be in a lot of just city destinations, so the city of West Des Moines, City Hall, Waukee, Triangle, downtown Triangle. So literally we are covering the metro with our 24 concerts. And
talk quickly about the, you mentioned the one on 6th Avenue, and I know that I've talked to a number of the neighbors about that, and that's an all-day festival. Are talk to us a little about that, and then are any others all-day festivals?
Absolutely, and 6th Avenue is quite an incredible location for us because last year was their first time hosting Jazz in July, and they had such a fantastic turnout and such tremendous support from their sponsors in the neighborhood area that they have just, since last year, have grown this into a full-blown community festival. They've got 3 bands that they've lined up, including Whitney Marcel Jackson, who's a New York artist, but grew up in Newton, coming back, kind of a homecoming celebration for her, Taz Band, and then Downstairs Mix Up, which used to be the former One Night Stand. So they've got a whole slew of activities planned. But at every one of our concerts, you're going to find free children's arts activities, so you can bring your kids. There are artists, from the area selling their artwork. There's food and drink vendors, so if you don't have time to pack something, you can come, bring your wallet. There's things to eat and drink, and while you're taking in the music.
Let's talk about cost, because a lot of our residents are around the area. They're pinching pennies a little bit. What's the cost for somebody to attend?
Absolutely free, and the only reason we're able to do it free is thanks to all of our sponsors, and if you don't mind, I'd really love to list them off.
No, please do.
Okay. First of all, I have to get my list because I don't want to miss anybody. We have Visionary Services, Inc., Fleming's, Prime Steakhouse and Wine Bar out in West Des Moines, Jordan Creek Town Center, MediaCom is our media partner, Neighborhood Finance Corporation, Light 104.1, the Iowa National Guard, Federal Home Loan Bank of Des Moines is our diversity sponsor, Des Moines Area Community College, Aviva USA, City of Clive, Image Solution, Fulcrum Consulting, John Deere Financial, Kemin Industry, Paul Mishik Illustration, Silent Rivers Design Plus Built, Urbandale 4th of July Celebration, and these are just to name some of the major partners. And we also couldn't do this without all of our neighborhood sites, if you will, because they are the ones organizing this at the very local level. They do all of the local promotion. They're doing this because it's a great tradition for all of their residents. That's why you've got everybody from Waukee to Mitchellville that's a part of this series. So so many people to thank because this is a huge endeavor. Through Metro Arts Jazz in July, we hire more than 150 part-time musicians on a part-time basis. And, we couldn't do this without the sponsors, the sites, the musicians, and all of the individual donors, too, to make it free. This is our 29th year. It's a phenomenal kind of summer tradition for the Metro.
Let's talk quickly. How can our viewers get a listing of the places, the times, what bands are going to be there, what performers? Give us an idea how to get the information.
They can go to metroarts.org, which is our organizational website, to get everything. But specifically for Jazz in July, we've got a new website, jazzinjuly.org. You will find band information, a map on how to get to where you want to go. You can listen to their music sample online. You can see our videos. Anything that you want for Jazz in July, you can find at jazzinjuly.org. It's a new website, so I'm still having a hard time saying it.
All right. Well, I saw Preston on TV last night, and you gave him such a large script, and I know he had a time allotment, and boy, he was reading fast. I'm telling you,
he was doing a marathon.
Absolutely. I thought he was an auctioneer there, but did a great job. And Preston, you have more spots that you're doing. How are we letting people know that it's out there?
Well, they have the spots that are running. Hopefully, again, everybody watches the Mayor County show, so we hope to get a lot of people who will tune into that. Other than that, a lot of it's word of mouth. We have flyers that have been passed out and handed around. And as Kim has said, if you go to the neighborhoods, you can start to see some of the neighborhoods are putting up little signs that are saying when it's going to be and where it's going to be. So a lot of this is really family and friends, and we really encourage family and friends to invite other people that they know. So word of mouth is a great way. That way it's your neighbors, it's your family, it's your friends, it's your children. And that's really what these events are all about, making jazz music something that the whole family can participate in and enjoy an evening with.
Sounds like a great month that you guys have. Now, how many performances are there going to be?
30s?
Yeah, more than
Every
30.
day?
Yeah.
No, there's 24 days of concert, but our last one is a major finale festival. So that's on Saturday, July 30th out at Jordan Creek Town Center.
Okay.
And we start at 11 a.m., we end up at 9 p.m., but jazz all day long. So 24 days of concerts, more than 30 bands participating all together. And 2 of those bands are internationally renowned artists, including the world-famous Glenn Miller Orchestra at the Urbandale 4th of July celebration. So big homecoming weekend there.
And I saw one of our old friends, D'Artagnan Brown, was in town not long ago.
Dart's been getting back into town now and then. I hope he's going to be out doing a little bit of his numbers with us. So Dart does some good jazz.
And we get a lot of those Hall of Famers. Hey, you guys brought some members of the Salsa Vibe. Sort of a Latin jazz band, if you will, and let's take a couple of minutes and talk with them, talk about what they're doing and how they're doing. And thank you so much for everything that you guys are doing. Jazz in July is one of the great events of the summer, so and it's all month long.
Thanks for having us.
You bet. Preston and Kim have brought us Salsa Vibe. It's a local Latin jazz band. I want you guys, if we can, to introduce yourselves. And then let's talk a little bit about how you guys got together. Go ahead.
My name is Edwin Custodio. I'm from Puerto Rico.
Edwin plays bongos.
Ah, yeah.
My name is Ryan Mullen. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa, and I play congas.
My name is Fernando Vega. I'm from Quito, Ecuador, and I do güiro, hand percussion, and sometimes guitar, and most of the time vocals.
I'm Ed Colon. I'm from Florida. Been here about a year and a half, and I'm a bass player.
I'm Tim Sanders. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa, and I play saxophone with the group.
I'm Nick Leo, and I'm from Des Moines, Iowa. I play piano.
Who wants to be the spokesperson? I mean, you guys can kind of toss it around a little bit, but how did Salsa Vibe get started?
Well, Ryan and John Kisilermut, who couldn't be here today, he teaches at Grinnell percussion. They both came here around the same time, but they met back in Austin, Texas, in a salsa band. And when they came back, they talked to each other and said, well, we need to start a Latin jazz group. So they recruited people like Nick, Tim, and then once the people like Edwin and me came in, we said, well, now we can do a 12-piece salsa band and once in a while do this Latin jazz when we don't have a singer or something. So now we have actually 2 markets, the Latin jazz market and also the salsa 12-piece band group with vocals and dancing. So we kind of go back and forth.
How long ago did you start this endeavor? I mean, you guys came together.
It's been about 3 years. The first, Mike Hutchinson over at the Star Bar contacted us and said, I want some music, because he was a friend of a friend, basically. And I didn't have a group, so I just said, sure, I got some Latin jazz. And then we created the group out of some guys, and we've kept that gig going for 3 years. So that's like where we rehearse every Wednesday night. There's amazing jazz 3 nights a month, and then the salsa band comes in once a month to play Latin jazz and salsa. So we've been at it for about 3 years now. Mixing different players and changing the format of the music, and now we're even getting into recording original songs and doing that whole thing.
So you guys play dances also, right?
Yeah, we work with Salsa Des Moines and do their monthly events most of the time that they have around town, you know, and we put our own shows together as well around Des Moines, Iowa City, and in Omaha, and get a lot of dancers out.
Now I got to ask you, where did your passion for salsa come?
I moved to Florida when I was 18 and lived in Tampa for 3 years, and worked
So
right
it's
next.
Tampa's fault, right?
It's Tampa's fault. Yeah, I worked next to. It's actually this place called Selena's fault because they used to have a Latin jazz group that I could go over and watch all the time.
Now, you guys going to perform in Jazz in July, right? Mm-hmm. Where are you guys going to perform?
We're on the 27th of July. We'll be at the Hispanic Educational Resource Center, which is on East 8th and Scott. East 8th and Scott. And that's a really nice collaboration for us. It's a nice street party. A lot of people come out.
Now, you guys are together 3 years. We're looking to get more interviews, right?
Yep.
How does anybody get in touch with you? Do you guys have a website, or is there a phone number or something that our viewers can...
We have a company that runs the band called Toque Music Management. It's Toque Music Management, and basically it's a slang in Spanish for gig.
Okay.
So Toque Music Management, you can search Toque Des Moines, you can just search Salsa Vibe, you can search Ryan Mullen in Google or anything, and Toque Music Management will come up, and it has all of our shows, has all the different groups that we promote. We also promote jazz, American jazz, South American smaller group music, Brazilian music, even some flamenco and gypsy jazz as well. So it's kind of a nice, if you're looking for any of that, that's the place to find it, toquemusicmanagement.com.
Well, it sounds like you've got lots of different styles and lots of different routes to go to inspire you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully, if you guys don't mind, let's play a little bit and give the audience a chance to hear what you're doing right on City Spotlight.
Absolutely.
All right,
Thank you
good.
so much.
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Welcome back. I hope you found something on the city calendar that you and your family can get involved in this week. There's some exciting things going on around Iowa and Des Moines, so stay involved. Now joining me on City Spotlight is Kirk Robinson with City Parks and Building Management. Good afternoon. Welcome to City Spotlight, Kirk.
Afternoon, Mayor. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Here we're standing in the shade underneath our great maple trees over here by the Armory. Let's talk about some of the things with the Armory here behind us that you've done to improve the performance of this building, and then let's talk about what we're doing to make Des Moines more sustainable and lower our energy costs and usage.
Yeah, we have, here in 2009, we did a roof remodel and put on a cool roof. What we did is took back the wet areas that were on the roof and installed a spray-on polyurethane insulation at 2 inches thick, and then we put on a white coating to reflect all the solar energy that comes from the sun. A normal black roof will absorb up to 70% of solar energy, and with the new roof, it comes in at about 35%. So with that extra heat that we've taken away, it helps cool the building easier, and with the extra insulation, it helps us heat the building easier.
So the City Council adopted a number of years ago now a sustainability directive to departments, and you guys are working really hard to try to make our buildings more sustainable. Let's talk about all the different things that you have underway in City Hall and the Police Department, and certainly in the Armory and some of your other buildings, to make them more sustainable. And let's not forget, you've got 2 LEED certified buildings that are in your inventory as well.
We do. We have the MLK shelter that was finished in 2008. That is a LEED certified building. And then we have the Glendale Maintenance Facility, which is also a LEED certified building. We have several projects going on. We have the City Hall and Police Station window replacement that we got a grant on from the EECBG. So we're going to replace all the old windows in both those buildings to help with the heating and cooling of the systems. We are also, with another grant, have a building control system that we're installing in 9 of our buildings, which will control all the heating and cooling, and it's available to upgrade to control lighting systems. We've also included an energy system that actually monitors all the energy going into each building. So we'll be able to control that, and in doing that we have switched all of our building controls from pneumatic to electronic operation, so we can get rid of the air compressors that we use, and they are very non-efficient users of energy when you're trying to produce that air. So that's a couple of the projects. We're also doing some boiler change-outs, both at City Hall and the Armory, or excuse me, City Hall and the Police Station, that will change out the boilers, and we're relooking at what's a better use for those systems, whether we put in hot water loops and get away from the gas-fired systems altogether.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about some of the agencies and foundations and programs and government, whether it's EPA or it's Office of Energy Independence, or, as you said, Energy Efficiency Conservation Block Grants. There's lots of programs and lots of funding opportunities to do different things. Talk to us a little bit about some of the groups you're working with to trade ideas and look at how you're benchmarking and really keeping track of the efficiencies that you're creating.
Yeah, currently we work with the EPA with the Energy Portfolio Manager, which we upload all of our buildings. I believe we have 12 of them on the system right now. Upload all their energy, all of our energy usage into that, and what they will do is they will take that information and calculate it to your greenhouse gas emissions, how you're doing, so that way you can take that information and use it on different fixes that you do to the buildings. We're also just starting a new program with Iowa State University. It's a B3 benchmarking program, to where city entities, schools, we will be working together with each other to kind of to look at each other's buildings and see what they do that would help us, and
sort
vice
of a best
versa.
practices
best
sharing.
practice, yeah, share the information that we have and what we do to better utilize the energy efficient work that we do.
Do you have some goals in mind in terms of performance that we're looking for? I know that there's a lot of cities that have said they're going to reduce their energy consumption 50% or 80%. Have we established goals of that sort?
We have established goals. What we would like to see on the energy, the EPA Energy Portfolio Manager, they have a system that would rate your building Energy Star rating. We would like to be able to reach that level as an Energy Star rated building. And in doing that, we were trying to do get down 30% on our energy usage for the buildings that we have in Energy Star in the portfolio manager.
There's a lot of different standards, and you guys are obviously working Energy Star. There's U.S. Green Building, which is the LEED program that has certain levels of LEED. Are you using different programs in different places to look at the efficiency? And by the way, just those 2 LEED buildings that you had, how do you find the performance of those buildings, which takes in more than just gas and electric usage, but also talks about water and the types of materials that you use and all those kinds of things? How do those programs affect performance of buildings and sustainability for our community?
Well, they definitely help. We use a lot of the stuff that we practices that we did in those buildings. We tried bringing those into our existing buildings, and with the water usage and the low flow toilets and the trying to get away from the paper waste. We've used that to try to push that throughout the system.
What's the difference? I know that the library, for instance, the Franklin Library, we're going to get an opportunity to see that. They're going to have a grand opening soon. I think they're hopeful that they're going to achieve a pretty high LEED standard over there. I don't know if it's gold or platinum or whatever. And then our library, of course, across the river here where the World Food Prize is going to be, they're working to achieve a very high rating as well, and we hope both of them get platinum. But nevertheless, is there a huge difference into what you have to do to go from certified to silver to gold to platinum?
There is. There's a huge difference, and that's also a huge difference between existing buildings and new construction. With the new construction, they look at everything from where the material comes from, how it's reused, recycled material. In the in the existing buildings, you really have to look at the LEED standards and do the same thing with windows, recycled glass material, those types of things, the aluminum cladding. All that material is recycled. So
water usage, they capture water off the roofs.
They capture waters off the roof. We have started reusing our condensate here at the Armory Building. Instead of running that condensate down the drain, we actually hook that into the cooling system. Now, instead of losing it in the storm sewer, we reuse that as a backfill for our water.
If our viewers want to get some sort of an idea of all the things that you're implementing throughout your system and in your management and maintenance of our city buildings, and wanted to look at your best practices and see what they could do at home, who would they follow up with? How would they contact them? Is there a website, a phone number, a name? Talk to us about that.
Yeah, we do have a green page on our city's website that you can go to, and that goes into a lot of different programs that we do for the green initiative, and kind of the city sets up the city goals on what we want to do on the sustainability, and that also goes into we just done another program with a company trying to work with sustainability throughout the community. So it goes into that and how we can better utilize everybody's information. So the website, I would say, would be the best place to go, and they can also contact myself.
Do you have a website or an email that they could contact you directly, Kurt?
Yeah, they can contact me at kjrobinson@dmgov.org. Or they can call me direct at 248-6351 is my direct number, and I'd be more than happy to sit down with somebody and talk about our initiatives and some of their initiatives.
And I think that for all of our viewers, one of the main things we want to do is let people know we want to lead by example and show people what some of the possibilities are. And certainly I think with new builds through your maintenance facility and the senior facility on the east side and some of the other buildings around the city, you'll have an opportunity to look at some really great projects, a couple of them new, a couple of them adaptive reuses of older buildings, and I think that you'll get some great ideas, and Kirk is going to be available for all of you to help him. Kirk, thank you so much, and let's keep up the good work. I appreciate your being on City Spotlight. That sort of wraps up this edition of City Spotlight. You'll see times and dates for replay of this show on your screen, and we hope that you'll continue watching us. I'm Mayor Frank County, and this is City Spotlight.